up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and Dope Living TV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Ladina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily views of Dope Living TV or its affiliate. Man, I cut the beard off today, y'all. It's gone, but it grows back. It grows back really quick. But today is it begins the weekend for us at Dope Living TV Live. And so we called today, talk about it Thursday. What up, Mo B?
What's up? So you preparing for the big reveal? Just taking everything else.
Man, you already know what's up, boy.
What's up?
You already know what's up. I'm good, man. We are at 958. 958. That's 958. 958. Now, technically, we already at 1,000. Technically. But, we're going to do it the right way, because if we add the shows that we did on this, the shows and the shows that are repeats, I don't count the repeats, because we try to make sure that we're here every day for you guys. But, unfortunately, things happen, so we can't be here every day. Mo's been sick. I was sick a couple of times. Chris had some business. Gina she was sick a couple of times, but we still, every day, man, we was talking about this yesterday too, man. We got something for y'all. Every day we're going to have something for you. If we wanted to do this show 7 days a week, we got enough material for y'all to do something. What's going on, sir?
Hey. How y'all doing?
All right, how you doing?
I'm just letting them know. And we come on, I'm going to tell y'all, we do a lot of stuff. And we come on here sometimes tired. I mean, tired. And I know a few of us. Now, Mo has never slept on the show that I know. Okay, he's never slept on it. I know, but I see Mo. You know how you?
I done nodded 1 or 2 times.
I was getting ready to say, you know how you get to yawning and you're trying to suppress that yawn. You're trying to hold it. It's like I can't do it right now. But anyway, you try to suppress that yawn. But me personally, Gina has awakened me a couple. Well, no, actually, she took my ass off a couple of times. Okay, because she was talking to me, and it was like he gone, so it's over.
Well, brother.
Yep.
So and look in the corner now. I got the comments coming up in the corner. All right,
I see that,
and but I'm gonna put them up there anyway, man. Bruce Logan says, "Hello, superstars. Let's go."
Hey,
yes,
Bruce.
Sir, Bruce. Most definitely. This is my little brother Raj Reese says, "Bro, I am tired. Oh my God, Raj, I wish I could tell everybody what the story, man, but I ain't gonna tell them. But damn, 25 minutes ago, bro, for real? That's crazy. Oh my God, it's 7 o'clock. Oh my God. Hey, bro, I feel bad for you. You ain't gotta watch the show, man. Go to bed, dude. Anyway. Today's Talk About It Thursday, man. I'm sitting up here I don't have bags under my eyes. I got luggage. Okay. I got
luggage. Hey, I feel you now, bro.
Bro, I was just
had
talking.
a long day today.
I just talked to him.
I think we all did. I had attended a funeral today. You guys probably know Mr. Lee, Robert Lee. He owned the hardware store on 11th Clark Road.
Wow.
Doris's father. Doris graduated with me.
Yes. So I attended his funeral today.
Mm.
His family is good friends. My good friend Marquita, she was the one who catered my mom's 80th birthday party. Okay. So I had to go pay respects to her dad. Been knowing him like forever.
Lee owned that hardware store. I remember him.
Right.
Yep. Condolences to my classmate Doris and Raj. I had called them actually, Roger, beforehand, so everything's good, bro. Rachel says greetings, inductees.
Hey, Rachel.
You know, I just noticed that. Oh yeah, it does have it. So we represent every day. Mo said I ain't gonna put national. I'm a Hall of Famer, goddammit. So that's what's up, man. But today is Talk About It Thursday night. Tina, you wanted to talk about something.
I found out that Natalie, I don't know her last name, but you know her because you were on at WLTH. Natalie, that I found out she's in I found out today that she's a Hall of Fame inductee too.
Yeah, Natalie's been doing radio for a long time. She has. So, you know, shout out to Natalie. She deserves it. She definitely deserves it.
And guess what? She's running for Calumet Township trustee. I believe the meeting was today for them to choose the trustee. So, you know, a lot of people are rooting for her to get that position.
She needs it. You know, Natalie has not gotten her just desserts. She's been faithful at WLTH when I was there, the radio station, and you know she maintains, but she's definitely deserving of everything that she good stuff that she's getting. So you know, shout out to you, Natalie. What's up, Ilsa? Ain't seen you in a long time. Been a minute.
Ilsa.
You know? That's a friend of ours.
She's been MIA for a minute, but we're glad to see you back on here, Ilsa.
That's cool. Hey, man, I wanted to, and, you know, I said I got to do it anyway, man. Look, y'all come on. Number one, Distinguished Authors Guild, we got to change the day on it, okay? We want everybody to come through. It's just one day before, okay? It's going to be on a Friday night, all right? That way, we can get our drink on, we can get our socializing on, all of that, okay? It's going to be a good night, y'all. So don't worry about Saturday. Because see, Saturday sometimes you get so relaxed that you don't show up. Okay, Friday, you getting off of work, you getting geeked to come out. You gotta come out to the Distinguished Authors Guild. This year is gonna be a real
November 7th. November 7th. Remember that date, November 7th at Theater 47.
Theater 47. It's gonna be a good one. It's gonna definitely be a good one. And I want we ready, y'all. So I want y'all to come through, man. Look, we got 3 of them. All right. Number 1.
I have to ask what's in the corner though. Wait. What is that in the corner?
That's the comments. You don't like that?
I can't even see it.
Yeah. Blow your page up. Blow your page up.
But they can see it though.
Go full page.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna look at them on the side like I usually do.
And see,
okay, but you know what, Gina? I don't know how to take them off.
You were up there playing with buttons, weren't you?
You know I'm playing with the buttons, man.
he fixed something and don't know how to break it again.
I don't even. Oh, here
that
you
is
go.
Funny.
There you go. I fixed it.
There you
found
go.
There we go.
You found the bullet.
So you just discovered that you. I want to know the audience. Can you see those little letters?
You see my brother just said. My brother just said it's way too small to see it. All right, Gina.
Okay.
Ilsa said can't see. All right, Gina.
Right.
Okay.
All right, Gina. Ilsa said, "Hey, Gina, thank you, Greg."
I got my glasses on. I can see it. Yeah.
I saw it too, Mo. I ain't thinking about Gina. But I got.
Only you and Mo see it.
Yeah, everybody else didn't see it. It's okay. I can see it because I'm the one got the controls, right? So I can see it.
So have you guys drove past the Boys and Girls Club on 19th Avenue off of 19th and Chase? Have you been? Well, I know you haven't, Mo.
I was
have
like,
you-
I drove by there last year sometime. Probably.
But have you drove? They started the groundwork over there. They have taken down part of the building, like the end part of the building. It's absolutely gone. It's like flat land. It's dirt, flat dirt there. So they've done a lot over there, a whole lot. From what I understand, if my memory serves me correct, this project should be done December 2026. Is it 2026?
It's a lot of stuff cooking in 2026.
It may be 20. I might be wrong. For some reason, I think it's December 2025. I don't know. I have to go back and check. I don't remember the date, but I believe it's December 2025, and I really can see it being done by there. They're moving pretty quick.
Hey man, I'm missing my real tea.
Your real teeth?
My real tea. All right, girl, get out of here. I said T. T-E-A.
I know it.
Tea. I won't get we won't get a check. What am I getting ready to say here? Hey man, I was saying something too. Shout out to the Boys and Girls Club. I hope y'all making something bigger and better, all right? GI, we talked about y'all yesterday. Okay, hometown Gary, Indiana. Boy, if you got an idea or you want to help or do something, now's the time to get in and make your voice known, okay? Because some big things are going on. So we got to get it in, all right? Byron says, "Greetings, Black intellectuals from the GI." From the GI.
Hey, Byron.
Ilsa said, "Has the girls and boys always been on 19th?" Yeah, some girls have grown up.
No, it was on Fifth Avenue. It used to be on Fifth Avenue. Remember that building was Tolliston.
Some girls that grew up on the 19th.
Some girls that grew up on 19th Avenue, they walking that joint right about now.
Don't listen to them, Ilsa. No, it used to be on Fifth Avenue across from the public library, the Gary Public Library. And then they moved it to 19th Avenue. And
hey,
now
wasn't it a little hotel right down over there too? One of them hotels? Hotel.
Say what?
Wasn't it one of them
Stop it while you're ahead. Stop it while you're ahead.
No, it was one. Look, the Boys and Girls Club is on 19th, I believe. And down on the other side of the street, down this block, it was one of them hotels.
There was never a hotel over there.
Yes.
No.
Okay, Steve is correct. He said on 5th.
On 5th.
Let me tell you how this is so funny. I ain't know nothing about these little street walking people in GI, right? Okay. So long time ago, I think when I had to be in my 20s. I'm riding around. I don't even think I was living there at the time. I'm riding around, and I said, "Let me go on was it the east side? No, it was it was on the east side. East side.
Or either right down 4th Avenue.
I'm just driving, right? And I'm seeing these chicks walking, a couple of them had on the most outlandish outfits. And I'm like, Mo, you know where I'm going. I'm like, okay. They waved at me, Mo. They waved at me, so I'm like, they were kind of cute. I'm gonna go over there and see what's up. Right?
Don't tell me you pulled the Teddy Pendergrass.
He pulled the BMW over and looked at him and said,
I had a Buick Skylark there. I had no BMW. I had a Buick Skylark. See, Byron know what I'm talking about. The Buckingham Palace, yeah.
Oh, that's way over on the other side of town.
That's about 14 blocks in the opposite direction.
More than that, Mo. More than that.
I'm over there. The girl's waving. I stopped. The one girl came over. She was. This was pre-weave days. Okay, this was just straight wigs. All right, and she came over, hair cascaded over into the driver's seat. And she was like, "Hey, she called me baby." I was like, "Okay,
hey, baby, how you doing?"
I'm cute, you know.
So you were picking up streetwalkers.
I didn't know. It was my early 20s. Okay, bro.
Until the police showed up around the corner. Woo woo!
Oh, you know what? Right.
But
I want to hear him say, "I didn't know."
I didn't know.
She asked me, "Did I want 20?" She asked me, did I have $20? I'm
You
like,
have
yeah,
$20.
I got 20. She opened my car door. I'm like, hold up, man. No. She said, well, she was
That could have
propositioned.
been an undercover cop.
But I mean, she asked me, did I have $20? I said, yes, I had $20. And, you know, she looked good. I was going to let her have it, but she was going to let me get it. So,
Street lizard.
and that was the origin of jumping off of the dresser. But no, we didn't do anything. We didn't do nothing. I couldn't do it.
Oh my God. But listen, you know that had to be a long time ago. They don't even have to come out on the streets anymore. They go online and do, you know, do the business now. You don't see women out in the streets.
Gina, is that what they
on
do?
Street corners anymore.
Those are street lizards.
I don't know, Gina. Is that what they do, Gina?
They do it online now.
Yeah, I don't know, Gina. Is that what they do, Gina?
That's you know.
I don't know.
You saw them out there on 4th Avenue.
That was a long time ago. I ain't been on 4th Avenue.
Real long time ago.
But we're not gonna make this a Streetwalker show. Gina, you were talking about something yesterday, and you said you wanted to talk about it today. I forgot what it was.
Yeah. I wanted to talk about the Midtown Fest that Gary is having on the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st. This is going to be cool because I thought about maybe bringing my car out or something because it's really cool. The 19th is going to be the car takeover.
Yeah,
it's a car takeover.
What kind of car you got?
You gonna take your car?
I'm not bringing my car out for that.
What kind of car?
I'll be in jail.
Gina got 6-7 cars. She got a Rolls Royce. She got a.
No, I don't. I gave away a lot of my cars. I gave away 4 cars.
So all you got is the Range Rover now? That's it?
And the Lexus and the BMW.
And the Lexus and the BMW. Okay.
That's it. I gave away
full 30.
I gave away
the SC. You still got the SE?
I gave that one away. I gave away the heck, I don't even remember what they are anymore. I give them away and forget about it. The
Charger.
No. That's my mom's anyway.
That's how we roll on Dope Living TV. Mo riding that state of the art caddy over
Oh
there.
yeah, Mo car. Ooh.
I'm saying.
It's sleek.
That's the only way.
But you know
American
what that car looked like?
all
That car really looks like Marianne.
That car
no, you need to see Marianne's car. Marianne's car is not. You look at it and you go like, it's what?
She got a 2-seater.
No. She got a 8-seater. She's got a
8-seater.
Yeah, it's a Floyd Flex.
Oh, okay. I know those.
The big long thing she loves. She done had 3 of them.
Really? She like I'm not a Ford. I'm not a Ford lover. I don't care much for Ford.
That seems like our best luck as we've had with Fords, but you know,
man, the Fords are good cars. Again, I had a Ford Explorer that lasted me for almost 300,000 miles.
Most people that get them and have bad luck with them get them when they have over 100,000 miles over. Then they try to bring them back to life.
No, you can't do that. My car was new, and I bought it. When I bought it, and it had 300,000 miles when I got rid of it. Almost 300,000 when I got rid of it.
Yeah, I don't care much for the Ford.
It did what it was supposed to do. But Mo, that caddy sharp, dude. That caddy nice.
It is sleek.
I like cats and I like Lincolns.
Okay.
I had a Lincoln before that.
My dad was a Lincoln lover. First he started off with the Marks. I think he had a Mark I, a Mark II, a Mark III, and a Mark IV.
I had a
and 19, then he moved over into the Lincolns.
Okay.
19 Lincoln Continental.
He let him Lincoln.
Then I saw that cat. The cat. That's my favorite color. Is blue.
Yeah, my favorite color blue too.
I saw that one. You know, I saw the Cadillac in a blue for the first time. I saw it rolling down Gary for the first time. I saw that color. I had never seen that color. This was not a dark blue, a midnight blue like I had been seeing. This was a lighter blue. It wasn't sky blue. It was totally different.
Was it like a navy?
No, it was on the light side of the blue.
Huh? On the lighter side.
It was on the lighter side of the blue.
They call it impact blue. All of Marianne's flexes have been impact blue. You know, all different hues of blue. But this last one is like a gray blue. It's got a little gray blue in it, and she got the 20-inch wheel. She got everything on it. On this last one.
I want to
Two
one
before
day
somebody hit them.
I want to one day, man, come on the show and let's have some old pictures of the neighborhood and people that we used to play with. Let's have some old pictures of ourselves. We just do the whole show. Matter of fact, let's do it on a Thursday.
That's a lot of digging, bro.
Do it on a Thursday, and we show some old pictures of ourselves. Go back. You know what I mean? Bruce Logan says, "I'm more into bikes. The Kawasaki Z900." Yes, sir.
Please.
I had a 750 Cal back in the day.
Did you ride?
My father had six.
I did used to ride. I used to ride. I used to drive could drive a bike.
Yeah, see, I rode bikes, and I was kind of like the one oddball at school that knew how to drive a stick. You know.
Yeah, me too.
I grew up, you know, and learned how to drive a stick in a truck.
I learned how to drive it in Mississippi. We had this tractor, and my grandfather had a truck that it was a stick shift, and my father made sure that we knew how to drive a stick. All of us know how to drive a stick. All right.
Here's a 3 in a tree.
Yeah, come on, Mo. Come on, Mo. Bring it in.
I wonder if I can still drive one.
They
say it comes back to you. I haven't driven a stick in years.
Yeah, because
20 years.
Yep,
Tina rode bikes. I wasn't a bike rider per se, like, you know, right. But I did know how. My husband taught me how to ride a motorcycle.
And then once you learn, you're always going to know how. Okay, like even with the motorcycles. Okay, I remember, you know, once I rode it one time, you know, one down and then 3 up. You know,
yeah.
I guess
it just depends on the bike. Yeah,
it depends on the bike. And as they started making better and better, you know, as the years went by, the bikes got easier and easier to navigate. So
I remember riding a Ninja with my friends.
But the stick was so much fun. It's so much fun. And guess what? People can't borrow your car. Most people don't know how to drive a stick.
You can't steal it neither. You can leave the windows down, the keys in the ignition. They ain't gonna touch that mug with a 10-foot pole.
Hey man, I had a black BMW. Stick shift. Nobody could drive that, man. Nobody. All right.
I like BMW sticks. I love the way they shift. They smooth.
Oh yeah, they nice, dude. Real nice.
Smooth.
Yeah. I have to tell the story. I have to share the story with you guys. My daughter's first car. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me read this real quick. I'm currently riding a Yamaha Venture touring bike with a pull behind cargo trailer. And Lewis said, "Try driving the 18-speed
truck."
Oh, I'm not gonna try that, Lewis. That's too much. That's too much for me.
Got that setting.
But man, you see a lot of women driving semis these days.
Yeah. Go ahead, Gina. What's the story?
Well, my daughter's first car was a Beretta, and it was a stick shift. Ooh. Beautiful car. It was black on black.
I remember them Berettas.
I just went and bought it and drove it home. She didn't know I was buying her a car. She got home from school. She was in high school. She got home from school and she see this car. She's so elated. She's so happy. And then she gets in it and realizes it's a stick. And she just breaks down and starts crying. Just start crying like a little baby. So I took her up to Bailey Middle School. And I taught her how to drive the stick in less than 30 minutes. And she loved it. She bought a Ford Thunderbird, pretty red Ford Thunderbird, and it was
Turbo Bird.
Yes, and she absolutely loved driving a stick after I taught her.
I gotta apologize to our viewing audience because Gina be telling these stories and be telling y'all exactly where they at in 19th Avenue over there behind Bailey School and this and that. And a lot of our viewers ain't even from Gary. Don't know what Gary looked like.
I know, but they can Google it and see.
I got one of these stories. Go ahead.
They can Google it.
They can feel us. I know. Go ahead, Mo.
Well, this is after we moved back to Indiana, and we were in Indianapolis. And my son, I think he was a sophomore. The oldest boy was sophomore in high school. So I said, I'm gonna get him something. You know, we were leasing vehicles, and one day I pulled up on this lot, and I saw this little thing. I called it a jelly bean. It was purple and blue. It was. Have you ever seen a Suzuki Swift? Look like a little egg. Anyway, it was a 5-speed. I mean, anyway, I get it. Bring it home, park it in the back, right? I said, this is gonna be your car. You got to learn how to drive it though. So I'm trying to teach him how to drive a stick. That first time we was almost dead. I'm sitting in the driver's seat. I'm sitting in the not in the driver's seat. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. I said, now ease the clutch out. He looking down at his feet, trying to get his orientation. His feet, and he ain't even paying attention. He let that clutch pop. Boom! The car started bucking. We almost hit a bus. We almost hit a cement wall. We almost hit a garage. And this ain't in the street. This is in the alley.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. I got a story. Bruce said, I think 4 wheels moves your body, while 2 wheels moves your soul. And if I ever buy a car, it got to be a Batmobile. Yeah, man. Lewis said that.
I had one look like a Batmobile, my 81 Corvette.
Come on now. See, Gina got a bunch of cars, y'all.
Yeah,
we pay her well here at Dope Living TV Live. All these trucks out here today are automatic, all right? And Steve says, I learned to ride a bike on the Interceptor 500. It was my Aunt Carol Lee. But check this out. So I think I told you guys the story, but I don't think I shared it with everybody. So we had a Honda 90. My father bought us a little Honda 90. Now, it's a Honda, but you call it a mini bike, whatever. But we used to go up to Tolleson School in Gary, Indiana.
Do evil Knievel jumps.
There was a tree that had I guess the tornado had come and pulled the tree, and it brought up the sidewalk. So we had a perfect ramp. All right. So I'm watching my brothers and everybody ride the motorcycle over the on the ramp and everything. So I just said, one day I'm gonna do it. So it was my turn. I got the bike, man. I rode around it first because I got scared the first time, but I rode around it. And so I said, you know what? I can do this. Byron says, I remember. Yeah, Byron, I rode it over your house a couple of times, bro. He said, I remember your Honda 90. It was a red Honda 90. I rode it over because Byron had one. But anyway, I went to the round, all right? And nobody told me that when you jumping, pull up. I'm thinking because the ramp is this way, because the ramp is that way, that your bike is automatically gonna go that way.
No,
man, I got to the edge
stay
of
on the throttle.
That sucker was I was like, just like that, man. It was over. And thus that's why my dental plan is all fucked up. Anyway, Ilsa said my first car was a 1982 Nissan Sentra 4-speed and bought it knowing good and well. I didn't know how to drive it in Germany. I rolled back several times down a ravine, and by the time I got back to the dealership, my makeup was ruined, and I bought the car that day. I dreaded stop signs, but I finally mastered it. Yes, sir.
Stop signs and heels. I remember
Bruce said,
the first time Go ahead. First time that I learned, when I was learning how to drive a stick, I can remember I learned how to drive a stick in my father's truck, but the clutch was so heavy on it, I had to stand up and pull up on the steering wheel to push the clutch down. Now the problem is you got to get, it was one of those old Chevy C10s, and you had to feather the gas a little bit, with your right foot and break at the same time, and then try to let off this clutch easy. But I could just keep remembering when I let that clutch off, and it will pull, and then you get that set. Once you're gone, you're good, Yeah.
Well, I had to learn how to drive a stick on the expressway. That was my first lesson on the expressway. My husband at the time had bought a stick from one of his co-workers, and my husband had to be at work that day. And I had to drive him. I had never drove a stick before. He gave me like a 2-minute tutorial, and then he said, "Let's go. I got to go to work." Man, I was out there.
Dang, he just threw you in the water.
But then I had to come back by myself.
Oh, I know you was glad it wasn't no stop signs.
Hey, man,
by the time I got home, I had it figured out. I had to figure it out.
Smoking.
Man, don't take your foot off that clutch when you're on that hill.
The worst sound, the very worst sound you can hear when you got a 5-speed is.
Yes, you know those. That clutch is grinding.
Yeah,
that's gonna be money.
Yeah, I remember. And then my mother, my daddy had bought my mother a Chevy Vega.
Okay?
And it was a 4-speed. Wait, it was a 4-speed. Wait, we called it the can cutter. Reason why, you know, they rusted like that.
Yeah.
And the car was
You might as
brand
well
new.
have got a Yugo.
Next year. Look, let me tell you, we didn't know the thing was running low on antifreeze until the wintertime came. We didn't get no heat. It was basically an air-cooled engine. It was
Yes,
an aluminum engine.
Yes, it was.
Yes,
it was.
And I remember when the first time I drove it, it was a stick. I put it in first, and I pushed the clutch down. I almost put the damn clutch through the floor. It seemed like it was so light. It's like
They had bad bodies, man. The rust was terrible. But you know, that's how we do on Thursdays, man. We talk about it. We just talk about it, whatever. It don't make a difference. We don't have any specific goal.
Yeah.
We just talk about it and have a little
talking
fun.
cars, though.
Yeah.
I love talking cars.
Because you got a bunch of them.
That's my weakness. I tell you,
got
I got
a
a
bunch
weakness.
of them.
That's it.
But today, you know, we also, because this is our Friday, we get up out of here, y'all, and we want to make sure that we leave you guys, not just with talking about everything that we want to talk about, and you guys join in, and we appreciate you, but we want to get out of here with our mind fed with some good stuff, okay? Check this out, y'all.
Hey there, it's your...
What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey there, it's your host, Rachel L. Gary from Wake Up CEO. Join me June 15th, right here in Chicago, for my book launch immersive event. Hashtag poverty to six figures, breaking the chains to gain. Get your tickets today at SayIamPossible.com. See you there.
Cool.
Say I am possible.
I have my tickets. I have my tickets.
I don't need no ticket. I'm walking in there. I don't need no ticket because I'm Greg Gray from Dope Living TV Live. Okay, everybody, we gotta get
national
our mind
black
fed. We need those CEO nuggets. So everybody, welcome. Life Strategist, Ms. Rachel Gary. What's up, girl?
What's
Hello,
going
hello,
on?
hello, inductees. How are you?
Yeah.
Thank
man.
you, Greg, for playing my intro. I appreciate you.
No doubt, no doubt. Hey, I'm gonna put that on the shirt, Gina. Yeah, man, because I've been saying that for years. All right. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Going on the shirt.
Greg is gonna have like 10,000 shirts in the end.
You already know.
And he keep them all.
Mm-hmm.
you say yo,
he got 10,000 in his closet.
Thank you, Core Water. Thank you, Real. Anyway, Rachel, what's going on? How's your day?
Hey, it is a magnificent day over here in the Chicagoland area.
All right.
I wanted to say something to you guys. Congratulations to Gary for actually winning the contract. I have been following the information. So congratulations to the city of Gary for winning the contract. I know it was a hard fight. And to bring prosperity back to the area, that was really good to hear.
I'm thinking of an idea too that all of us gonna be involved in, okay, whether you want to or not. We're all gonna be involved in this, okay? And I'm thinking of an idea. I ain't gonna say nothing about it yet, but I think with what we do here as personalities, media personalities, it's gonna be beneficial to that because it's right next to or wherever it's gonna be. It's gonna be near the Hard Rock Casino. And we're entertainment guys. We're entertainment value. So stay tuned. Let's put it like that. But Rich, I wanted to ask you, okay, is it okay when you're going through this journey because a lot of people say sometimes you gotta look back to go forward. Okay, is that real?
I think absolutely. Yeah, I would say this. I always try my best to offer information from where I come from and things that I've seen and from things that I've had go on within my life and within the mentees that I actually work with currently. And I say sometimes you have to step back to realize situations and see your growth. So for myself, I look back and watch the growth from where I was 5 years ago, 2 years ago, a year ago to present. And it gives me an opportunity to celebrate those small steps. Because a lot of times we're so wrapped up in what we're doing today that we don't notice that we've come a long way from where we once were. So that's the part where I look back. Do I look back on things that are going to challenge my present? No. I don't want to take past experiences into my present and because unless it's going to elevate my future.
Okay. Makes sense. I get that. So when you're going through this journey, and you seem like you're stuck in this one place. You're not making a forward move. You're not making a backward move, but it's just stagnant. All right. How do you get past that?
Well, that is a great question. That was a great question. How do you get past being or having a roadblock? And it depends on what the roadblock is. If it's something that you don't know how to do to move forward, I would say get the assistance. Look to someone who has actually done it or done it on a bigger scale and find out more information. Usually when we're stuck, it's just that it just means that we don't know how to move forward. And we don't want to go backwards because we know we've made progress and we got another place we want to go.
D starts.
Oh, I didn't mean to put that one up. My bad, Byron. But thank you. I'm not a nudist. Quit laughing, Gina. It ain't funny. I'm pressing buttons. Anyway, shout out to D Starks and everything. See, Byron, come on, man. Anyway, yeah, I get that. Because these are basically questions that people are asking me to ask you, okay? Because they really want to grow.
I appreciate the questions. And if I'm able to impart a little information to help someone grow, I am definitely here for just that.
Yeah, they want to grow. I think everyone wants to grow, but everyone doesn't know how to grow. All right.
Absolutely.
And they think that the moves that they're making, because a lot of people make moves, but are they the moves that are the right moves? Are they the productive moves? Are they the moves that are going to get you to that next level? You know, I don't. A lot of times, and I try to keep it to myself. I see a lot of people doing a lot of things. What do you think, Rachel, about people who always say we're the best? We're number one. We're better than everybody else. What do you think about people that do that?
I will say the positive affirmation that you're giving yourself, that's awesome. Feeling that you're the best, that's awesome. If you're not downgrading anyone else and their talent, to me that's encouraging you to continue moving forward at your high caliber. However, if we're doing it because we're trying to down someone else or make someone else feel as if they're less than, we're all great at something. We all have something that we're better than other people at. And then even when you're at the top of your game, there's someone who is striving to be better. Because it goes, I utilize myself, for instance. If I didn't have someone pouring into me, if I didn't get me a coach, I would lay stagnant. I would only have the information that I have today. I wouldn't have the information of the next wave, the next level in which I'm trying to go to. And to me, that's the part that I do on a regular. I stay focused on growth. And I don't rest, as people say, rest on my laurels. I don't rest on those things. I learn, I grow, I develop, I learn new things to make sure I'm elevating myself properly. Because, and then it goes to, you don't know what you don't know. I mean, I think I say that every week. You don't know the things you don't know. And don't get stuck because you don't know. Get knowledge. And I don't want to say this. Knowledge to me is not getting information. It's getting information, acting on that information, and then learning from the mistakes that you will make, because we're going to make mistakes. You're going to fail. Mm-hmm. The courage is moving forward.
Okay. Is there and y'all, Gina, Mo, if I'm over talking, y'all stop me, okay? There's a lot of questions. Is there a such thing as you're growing as oversaturation?
Are we talking like in a specific industry or over in your thought process? If you don't mind clarifying that one for me.
Do both of them.
I say oversaturation in the market. It's funny. I was just talking about this with one of the individuals I just met. Now, I don't think a market can be oversaturated because everyone can be unique. It's if you're trying to be like the other people in that market. Mm-hmm. So we'll go for instance, how many cars are there in the market?
Gina, how many cars are there? Hold on.
How many motorcycles are in the market?
Let Gina answer that. She got all the cars.
Not enough. Not enough.
So, but it goes this way. But every car has its unique set of features. So if all the cars have their unique set of features, so why does Gina have a multitude of cars? If all the cars are going to drive from point A to point B, every car has a different feature that excites her and makes her wants to buy it. So that's how I feel about the market. The market can't be saturated as far as a leadership coach. There are other coaches out there, but every coach is going to have a different set of skill sets that they're going to bring to the table. Am I going to be able to coach everyone? No. Is there a specific group of people that are going to be able to benefit from the information that I'm providing? Absolutely. Are they going to get that same information from someone else? Maybe and maybe not. Because no one lived the life that I lived and has done the things that I've done. So we're all individuals. A set of twins lives two separate lives. Mm-hmm. So to me, the oversaturation of the market, I don't think it's possible, because I uniquely position myself as the CEO, and that CEO, that CEO branding, that CEO conversation, the way I talk to people, the way that I'm reminding people. I'm not telling people what to do. I'm reminding people of who they are. That's different. Yeah, that's just different. I mean, a couple of my the people in the industry, like I use Tony Robbins or Eric Thomas. Those, when I listen to their conversations, I'll say it that way. Eric Thomas has a real straightforward, you do this thing. So and there's nothing wrong with his approach, but it's not the approach that I take. So it doesn't. So he is a leadership coach. Tony Robbins is a leadership coach. Les Brown, those are leadership coaches. I mean, that's what they do. But everyone has a different way in which they bring it. So that's, to me, the market can't be saturated, because there's a piece of information that each of us can bring. Okay. Saturation of your mind. I say that if you are utilizing that information in a productive way, I don't believe you can saturate your brain. That's just me. They say we don't use a great portion of our brain, which has come to be untrue. They found out that we use a lot more of our brain than has been hypothesized in the past, where they say we only use 10% of our brain. Our brain, we use 80 to 90% of our brain on certain given days and on certain given tasks.
Okay. Yeah.
So I mean that just comes from my research, and I tend to research things when I want to be more clear.
Okay. Hey, I want to clear something up too. Byron said he's one of the people from elementary school who I've known for over 50 years. Byron and I think it's Steve's, okay? He can say what he wants about me. It's all good, okay? Because I know it's all about love, okay? I love that brother, and I've been knowing him forever. So, hey, Byron, shout out to you, brother, again. I appreciate you, man. Now, Rachel, I wanted to ask one more thing, because
ask away.
I do want you to go ahead on and do that strategy coach thing that you do. So I'm not going to take up too much of that time, but to get to six figures, all right, from where people are at right now, some people might say, well, I don't want to do it incrementally. I need that six figures today. All right. What do you tell somebody who wants to rush that? Hey, Ilsa, take care.
I love that question. And it's great that you brought it up, because it's what I'm going to be talking about in great detail on June 15th. But to make it the simple way, the first thought is, if you had $100,000, what would you do? If you are aware of what to do, like I'll use, for instance, Gina, if she had $100,000 right this moment, she has a plan of action.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to buy a car.
We already know. We already know.
No,
I'm not going to buy a car. There's going to be properties. There's going to be investments. There's going to be things, portfolio building. She's going to do something different than Mo would do with it. Than you would do with it. Sure. But if you're somebody who has never seen that type of money in your life, the first thing you do is start buying things that you think you missed out on. That's the first thing that we do, because we're trying to compensate for the time we didn't have. Mm-hmm. But I say this: when you make those, the first thing is, if you set the mindset up that is needed to be able to make the $100,000 make babies. because that's what you need to do. $100,000 needs to make babies. So because $100,000 is not wealth. It's not. If you made $1,000 a day, you are not wealthy.
Wow.
Because I mean, and it goes into the scheme of things that when I was making $7 an hour and making $300 a week, when I started making $800 a week, I felt different.
Yeah.
But once at this point in time, if I had $800 a week, I couldn't even pay my bills.
Yeah.
So it goes to what money looks like and what your mind frame looks like as well. So the biggest thing is first gather the mindset that is needed to be able to utilize that money in the best possible way. Having $100,000 at one time, the lottery people had multi-millions and were broke in a year. So wanting it, I'm with you. If you're ready to go and you're like, okay, I can get $100,000, I tell you right now, I know somebody who can lend that kind of money to a person in one day. In one day. There are several private money lenders out there that can lend you $100,000 in a day. I bought a property with a private money lender. Now, let me tell a quick story about the property. Quick story. Property was $80,000. It needed $260,000 worth of rehab. I had to put 10% down of the purchase price, which means all I had to do to start was $8,000. The private money lender put up everything else. However, you have to be $40,000 liquid to get the private money, because you must pay for the phases ahead of time before you get reimbursed. So all of that being said, is he was able to lend the $180,000 immediate. So that was $100,000. It was in my hand. But what I did with it is turn that $80,000 property into a $460,000 value add property for $280,000. The spread between the two, I had $180,000 worth of equity in that property. So that's a different conversation. So if I wanted to pull the money out, you can pull money out of a property at 85%, depending on what bank you go to. You pull out 85% of $460,000. Let me do the 500,000. So we're talking about I could pull out about $78 to $85,000.
I'm taking it to the casino.
Cash. You can take that out cash. The money comes right to you. You get a check. You get an $85,000 check. You can do whatever you want to do with it. But at this point, what did I say? I made a move to be able to get there. Was it quick? It took a year and a half. A year and a half, I had an $85,000 check. What I did was I leveraged that property and bought another. And I didn't even pull the equity out. I utilized that same private money lender to do the next property. But money is abundant, guys. It's abundant. Yeah. But what are you going to do with it, and how are you going to make it grow?
Yeah.
And you usually have to have a decent plan behind, anyway, on those private equities. You have to have
the problem. What I was doing was I was buying a property, Mo. That was what it was. I was buying a property, and I had a contractor already in place that had done it before. It was my second rehab. So you have to have done a rehab before for them to loan you that type of money. Or you have to put more money down.
That's Gina's wheelhouse right there. Gina's
correct.
Property, cars and properties. That's Gina. She does all of that stuff. So that's why Gina up there.
Rachel and I talk properties all the time. We talk properties all the time.
No, I mean, but that's it.
I see what she's doing I see what she's doing from point A to point Z, and she see my headaches too. My ups and downs. It's not all headaches. It's ups and downs.
Yeah. Sorry, though. I mean, it's a ends to a means to an end. So, it's all good, and you guys know what you're doing. That's the other part about it.
Yeah.
I mean, in the beginning, I did not, and I think that's the thing that we don't talk about. We always talk about the success, but we don't talk about the fact that we failed. Because the very first couple of properties, I failed miserably.
Because you definitely got to know what not to do.
Yeah, but you know what, Mo? What's crazy is that it goes to what Greg was saying. I was so busy trying to make, I was trying to get the flip of the property. So I was trying to flip a property, not having a clean understanding about how the numbers, how the points work. Because with that private money lending, there's points involved. So I thought I was going to get this amount of money, and I ended up only getting this amount of money, which made it where it felt in my mind. I felt like it was a $20,000 win, but I felt like it was a waste of time because it's $20,000 for a year and for like a year and 2 months, and to me that was like no money. That's how I saw that.
And we used to call that like on the entertainment side. You know, they have those deals where, you know, they come out. Well, I give you $200,000, but it's 10, 15 people standing in front of $200,000. But if you ain't never had $200,000, you put you inking a deal for really when it's all said and done for about 30 grand. I said you can go to McDonald's and make that money. You know what I'm saying? Now
and that's how I felt, just like you said, Mo.
You go to McDonald's and make that money. Why did I waste? You know, why would you waste your time on stage slaving out, you know, your talent for 30 grand?
So I got a question for you guys today.
And then the kick in the head is you owe the money on the taxes for the 200. You know what I mean? When it's all said and done, you got to pay them taxes on the 200. You didn't read that fine, super fine print in the bottom.
Fine ass print. What's that question, Rachel?
So my question is for the entertainment industry, and I'm asking this question for a friend as well. And I said while I was on here, I was going to ask the Radio Hall of Fame inductees. So, so my question to you guys is: if you're doing an event, so let's say that you're putting on an event, and you're asking people to perform for you, and you're asking them to perform I won't say for free. Well, we'll say free. You're asking them to perform for free because you don't have the money to put up in the beginning. How do you structure those type of deals?
This is the way I've done it in the past.
Come on, Mo, with it. I'm
going to give you an example of the way I've done it in the past, and everybody's happy. You got performers out there that they can't draw flies. Then you got performers out there that can pack a house. So what I did was I said, I want to make sure, if you believe in you, get your hustle up. So what I did is I got the venue, I paid for the venues. And then what I would do is print up tickets and give them tickets. This is how you get paid. The face value is $15, but guess what? You could give them away. You can sell them for $20, whatever you think you worth. That's what you're going to get paid to do. That's all your money.
But you got to know your worth. You got to know your worth. And I'm going to tell you, Mo, I did the same thing. I think you and I talked about this before a long time ago.
And that's how you pay your entertainers.
I did the same thing, Rachel, some time ago. I rented out that place, Bennigan's, was it, I think, at the time, by the baseball field in Gary. I rented it out. It was $1,500. I told the guys in the group, this is my son's music group. I told them, I said, hey, look, we're going to charge $20 a head. And because I know, you guys are popular. They're going to come. These are 16, 17-year-old kids, right? So they like, Pops, this kid's going to come. They ain't got $20. I said, trust me. The way that I'm going to market it, they're going to pay this $20 to come in. They said, well, we ain't going to have nobody now, Pops. Do it. I said, how much do you all want to charge at the door? They said, well, the teenage kids, $5. I said, okay, I'm going to charge $5. I'm going to make my $1,500 back, and anything over that, that's yours, okay?
Yeah.
Charge $5. They come into the door. Hold on real quick, bro. They come into the door with 50s and 20s and this and that, okay? And the place held 300-something people. There was 300 people in there. There was about 700 outside, okay? At the end of the day, a couple of them come up to me and said, hey, Pops, it was packed. We did a great show. How much we make? I said, you ain't make a damn thing, okay? I ain't even get my $1,500 back, all right?
I was just going to say, well, this is where the deal of the century comes in. The part that me, the promoter, the guy that's putting on the spot, I go to the bar because they want to say, hey, well, I get part of the bar. Give me a quarter on the bar. That's all I want, 25%.
Mm-hmm.
So that night, that bar kicking like kung fu, if it's a packed spot, you make your money plus. And that's all. That's why I make my money at.
I just wanted to give him a lesson. Okay, you undervalued yourself. All right, I knew what you had.
I appreciate the answer, and I wanted to make sure the answer was out there because I have a mentee who I'm working with who is an awesome promoter. She's packing houses left and right, and for me, you guys, if you guys know me, if I don't know something, I have no problem asking a question.
Yeah.
When I don't know things, I ask questions, and you ask questions of people who have done it, as I said in the beginning before. When you are stuck in a situation or you are not clear on how to grow, you talk to people who've done it.
Right.
That's what you do. So I asked the question. Now I asked the question of some people of people who have done what I wanted to know about. That is what you do as when you're stuck. So it answers Greg's question in the beginning. When you're stuck or when you don't have all of the answers, you talk to people who have done those things.
Successfully.
That's how you close that out. Okay.
You don't talk to the person who's done it once.
That's how you close that out. But y'all.
Hey there,
I said that's how you close it out.
Hey there, it's your host, Rachel L. Gary from Wake Up CEO. Join me June 15th, right here in Chicago, for my book launch immersive event. #Poverty to Six Figures, breaking the chains to gain. Get your tickets today at SayIamPossible.com. See you there.
But you know, Rachel, you'd be surprised how many of them hustlers you'll find straight out, by you being the motivated you are, you should be able to pack a house every time, and they should be paying you to put your event on there. That's how you get it really popping.
Yeah, I said this right now. It goes for me in my event right now. So I'm currently promoting #Poverty to Six Figures, and with me promoting that, it is what I did was I told everyone on my show yesterday is that I enlisted help. I'm not a promoter. I'm a speaker. That's what I do. I speak, I coach, and I remind people of who they are. That's what I do well. That's my circle of genius. As far as promoting an event, I have zero idea about all of that. Marketing, no idea about those things. However, I enlist people who do those things. Because I could, I become a promoter. How do I become a promoter? I have to promote, figure it out, go through all of these changes. Why do that when other people are already great at it?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Hey, Rachel, thank you for coming on, hanging out with us, and doing what you do, giving us those CEO nuggets. The CEO nuggets.
Every week. Every week.
No chicken McNuggets. We got CEO nuggets. Rachel, how do you close it out? Yeah, we got to do it. Give us that line.
I'm gonna give it.
CEOs, I want you guys to stay focused on being the best version of you. And until next week, right here on Dope Living TV with the National Black Radio Hall of Fame inductees. I want you guys to be up, out, and moving to the greatness we all know lies within who? You.
Yeah, boy. What you got, Mo?
My girl. I actually spilled it just a second ago. I'm just, giving the close out. Just like I said, I know once this gets cooking, you ain't gonna have to worry about it. Sponsors gonna come and hit you, and you're gonna be straight. That was another avenue that we were just starting to explore. Sponsors. Some groups waiting on the big record deals. You go out there and get you a sponsor. It could be tequila, it could be different sodas, drinks, it could be any potato chip shit. You get a good sponsor that's backing you up.
It's on like popcorn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already calling Mo. Mo is already on my speed dial. I'm gonna talk to him in the next couple of days. It was already on my list.
What was that guy, Gina?
You know what? If you have not gotten into these nuggets in the past few months, you are missing out. Look, let me retract that. You don't have to miss out. Come out on June 14th and June 15th. Pick those nuggets up.
Pick them up. And you know what? Mo was right about that. They'll come at you. My son, when he was with those guys and he saw the potential, I got him a Mountain Dew deal. Okay, I'm gonna play that Mountain Dew commercial that we did for him, but it was in the UK and it was with the Label series. Okay, they had a black, a green, and a white, and I got my son and Zay the player a deal with Mountain Dew, and they just did the commercial in the studio, and it was cool. They let me film it. It was good. It was great. It was great. And
I remember that. Yeah.
Unfortunately, the drink it didn't stay. It didn't stay. But got the check. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
Yeah,
that was cool.
I think I shared it with you,
I
man.
dug that to death right there.
Yeah, you did, man.
And see, they got built in for more.
You did your thing. I mean, I appreciate you. Hey, man, get y'all Dope Living sweatshirts too. I got to tell y'all about that. Okay, we got them. All right, to get the Dope Living T-shirts, man. Get the property of, okay, and your signature
your gear.
Dope Living T-shirts. That's going to say whatever you wanted to say. Now, I said we were going to start printing last week. We're going to start printing next week, okay? Had a couple of things I wanted to get that's going to make everything start getting smoother. So now, next week, we're going to start printing. So get your orders in, okay? Bruce is an amazing promoter himself, his own right. Where is it at? Bruce put something here. I want y'all to go to it. Where is it at, Bruce? That's right there. Okay, talking about T-shirts. Don't forget to check out the official Dope Living merch. All right, short Earl. Okay, I gotta check his. I don't know nothing about the Short Earl, but thank you, Bruce, for always putting that out there, man. What's up, Amber? Yes, sir. Amber Penn.
Hey, Amber.
Phenomenal actress, man. Y'all support her. All right, that's it, man. Okay, we gave you guys some nuggets that you can go off on your weekend, and unfortunately. Friday is y'all weekend, but today starts ours. Okay, we get those extra days here at Dope Living TV Live. So we got you ready, though. We got you prepared. All right, and don't forget the Distinguished Authors Guild is going to be on January the 7th.
November 7th.
It's going to be November the 7th.
That's what I said.
Oh my gosh. He's sending the people after the show.
This is what happens when he's not an ambassador. The Distinguished Author Guild's award ceremony is November 7th in Park Forest. Be ready. Wait, those tickets will be coming out soon. If you have not already, I think that you have 7, 8, 9 more days to get your entry in. As an ambassador, I'm telling you, this is a group of individuals you want to be in the room. See you guys there on November 7th in Park Forest.
What she said. November the 7th.
January what? What?
Right.
Hey, man,
2026.
She's off in December, so
I'm trying to make it like every quarter. I'm trying to make it every quarter.
Hawaii in January.
That's too much work, bro.
Yeah, but see, but after this one, it's going to work itself. It's going to be able to do it itself. Man, y'all better speak it into existence.
People want me in their city. I've gotten requests for Baltimore. I've gotten requests for Atlanta.
Let's do it,
man. Woo. And of course, they want me back they want Dag back in Vegas.
Let's do it. We supposed to be. We were supposed to do a heavy campaign to get the sponsors for the show. We didn't do it. Okay, but we're gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. Bruce said, "Plug in your brain, unplug your excuses." November 7th is coming for your bookshelf. DMG the gas of the day. This dude what? Did he work with Bozo Circus before? He got lines. I love it.
Hey,
that is
quick.
The graphic designer.
He's quick on his feet.
To the star.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Bruce making a name.
That's what mentorship does for you. That's what mentorship does for you. It focuses you to be able to grow. Bruce has been my mentee for a year and a month. And that is what having mentorship, having coaching, having development does. It grows you, your business, and ultimately your CEO life.
Let's go. We're going to leave it on that one. On that note, everybody. Okay, this is Dope Living TV Live. We will see you guys next week. Enjoy Memorial Day. Are we on Memorial Day? Are we going to do Memorial Day? No.
I won't even be here.
I'm going to have smoke in my hair. Hey, Gina. Hey,
we're going to throw a rerun on. One of the reruns we talked about.
I'm going to have smoke in what hair I got left.
You ain't got no damn hair. Anyway.
I'm coming to Tennessee. I need some barbecue.
We're going to throw
Tennessee barbecue, man.
I'm going to be able to eat it, but I ain't going to be able to. I mean, I'll be able to cook it, but I won't be able to eat it.
Actually, we'll have somebody will
I
come
just
on
licked
here and
my
say
finger.
what we're doing, okay, live on Memorial Day, or either we just throw. Gina just did one of them yawns I was talking about, trying to hold it in. He did one of those trying to hold it in. I saw it. Wait a minute. He want to say something.
Yo. I don't know what you're doing. Leave the buttons alone.
Yo, this is Tony Terry, and you're watching Dope Living TV.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
This little girl.
What the fuck? Shit.
That's all I'm gonna give you. That's all I'm gonna give you.
That's worse than the little girl doing the boots on the ground.
I'm pressing buttons, y'all. I'm just pressing buttons.
Whatever happened to the little girls? The 2 little girls that
I know. We need to find them. I know you're talking
They
about.
grown now, right?
Yeah.
They teenagers. They should be teenagers now. We've been doing this too long, y'all. Anyway, this is Dope Living TV Live, man. We'll see you guys next week. All right. Have a great week.